Hey guys, welcome to Rosie's Dessert Spot. Today we'll be creating this Geode Easter themed cake. You can bake your cakes from scratch if you like, or you can head down to your local grocery store if you don't have the time and just stack some pre-made cakes together. I'm filling mine with buttercream. I'll be sure to leave the recipe in the description box and in the eye icon above for you guys. I went for a mud, a caramel, and a white chocolate layer. This is pretty much the same height as my standard cakes that I normally bake, so 5.5 to 6 inches in height, and they were 7-inch round cakes. When you stack them together, make sure that you fill in the space in between each cake with buttercream, otherwise if there's any pockets left over, it will bulge out of your cake. Create a crumb coat. This is just a thin layer of frosting all around your cake. Smooth it down and refrigerate your cake for 20 minutes. After a good 20 minutes, your cake should be nice and solid. You can cut into the side. I like to cut out a bit of a triangle to begin. And then I continued to open that gap. Cut away small pieces of cake at a time. It's really annoying to have to put cake back, but you can continue to take cake away. I wanted to make mine pretty deep, so I continued to dig, and then fill it in with buttercream to crumb coat it. Try to use the same colored buttercream as your crystals, just makes it a lot more camouflage and you won't be able to see the buttercream between the crystals. Once it's all covered, go ahead and pop on your second layer of frosting all around the cake. I colored my buttercream with the airbrush color that I plan on using, that way it matched up perfectly. If you're enjoying these tutorials, feel free to subscribe. We do upload a new video every week. Smooth down your buttercream, fill in any pockets as you go and continue to smooth until you're happy with the finish. And then take a nice wide spatula and drag that top lip towards the middle of the cake. While your buttercream is still nice and wet, you can add in your little gemstones. So these are edible rock candy sticks that I bought from the lolly shop. I'm just popping them into a Ziploc bag and using something hard to hit them with to dislodge them from the stick. Don't use the scissors like I did. Try to use a wooden spoon. I just got really lazy. Pop them into the center of your hole and fill them right up to the edge and a little bit above the edge as well. These were the palest rock candies that they had. Try to go for a white one if you can. I just find that coloring them with an airbrush just looks so much more realistic. You can really get that gradation of color. You can get that super deep purple right in the center, just like an amethyst kind of rock formation. And I built the color on slowly, rotating my airbrush in circular motions, and there's edible airbrush color in the air gun. Work even closer as you finish up, just to make sure that line is nice and distinct and you're not touching the edge, you're keeping those crystals nice and pale. You can then take some edible gold dust mixed with rosewater spirit to create a paint, and just paint along the outer edge. From here I'm going to take an Easter egg that I cut in half with a hot knife, and I'm just dousing it in edible luster dust in gold. Pop it on either side of your opening and then take more of those crystals and build them up along the edges. You could leave it as is, or you can take that airbrush one more time and just kind of color in the very center of either side. As a finishing touch, I grabbed some more of that edible gold paint and just went around the sides of the two sections at the bottom here. And that's it. That is a really easy way to create a geode cake with an airbrush and Easter eggs. You can pretty much create any color so long as you can find the airbrush color for your geode. Very fun, very easy to do. thank you so much for watching. I hope you recreate this, and if you do, hashtag Rosie's Dessert Spot so I can check it out. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.